glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hitting all the right notes, Vanderbilt made sweet music last year, going 10-3. They had a magical run, but Clark Lee has to replace his dynamic playmaking quarterback, Diego Pavia. They've got the facilities, the recruiting, and the exciting city to build around in Nashville. Vanderbilt looking for another big year in 2026. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will take the field first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Back to pass, it's Carter. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And you simply cannot start the game any better if you're on defense. The first two plays of the game, you get a sack. That's how you seize momentum.
Going to the ground. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That
got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, NC State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll knock him down.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a fourth down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Under fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
It's caught. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. NC State will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer man.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
It's complete to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Bailey. Steamrolls his way ahead. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Could be an alley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay. If they've been aggressive, they'll throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I'm going to sneak and draw it.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already thrown 1 interception.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, it's Scott. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown! Dropping back, it's Carter. Pulls it in, it's Alexander. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Spence. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Carter. With the catch, it's Connor. Makes a man miss. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those... The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. The run inside, it's Scott.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
working the big fella downfield and outside.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Going to the run, it's Scott. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolfpack! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not
they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here comes the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. Running inside, it's Alexander. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the NC State sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, Holly. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Just plowing ahead. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
Black 18! Black 18!
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab, it's Jackson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And wings it incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. That's caught. It's Adams. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. Vanderbilt takes his 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Scanning the field, it's Carter. Rush is on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he right through the upright is good from 59.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 21 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Huskers looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Now back to your game in Nashville. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak.
The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Fires downfield. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fakes to grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Pressure coming. Dumps it off in the flats. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll run play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Wolfpack lineup facing third and approximately half a mile. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Hauls it in. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Just keeps slinging it. Flips it out to the back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Rides the back and leaves it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. NC State will pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got a man. It's Alexander. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Carter. It's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Pocket breaking down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Past the 30. Finding some room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Commodores trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Fires quickly. He's trying to get it in. And he strides his way. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback keeper. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground and try to move the chains. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's at the 10. takes it in. Touchdown, NC State.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback. Get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Carter. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The run inside. It's Scott. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Scott. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. On the run, it's Scott. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. NC State going up tempo. Looking for a crease. It's Scott. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. They'll run for it. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of